Hi, welcome to this new video tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how you can deploy your first web applications using Podman Desktop NV is good. Here we don't need any Docker. You are not going to use any command. Only using Podman Desktop NV is good. So how can we achieve that? What we'll need will be an instance of VS Code. So we'll need an instance of VS Code like this one. So, and I also assume that you follow my first video tutorial on downloading and installing Podman Desktop. You also have this one running. In the first video, I show you how you could pull your first NGINX server image here and run it and so on. So we stop here. So this one is running, right? So I hope this one is running. So what we have to do now is to go and create click open a folder here, and then we have to browse things here. So this is our second video here, and we are going to dump our projects here. So we call it I'm going to call it web app 01. So I just call anything like this one, web app 01, and then we open it. So and then we are going to trust the folder, of course. So here is what we have, and then the next thing that we have to do here will be to create our Dockerfile. Here is our Dockerfile. Of course, we should have already have this Docker extensions installed in your VS Code. This is Docker extensions from Microsoft. As you can see, it's a verified versions. So with 45 million downloads. And then, yeah, once you install that one, and when you create Dockerfile, you should directly see this the Dockerfile icons preceded with the Docker icons. So that is it. Then the next thing that we are going to do will be to add our index.html. This is going to be our dummy web page. So that is it. Then the next thing that we have to do is to populate. So we are going to what I'm going to do now will be to populate I will take this one out for now. So I'm planning to populate this one with some dummy HTML, and then I can also add a break here. Hello from Otman. This is our first demo web application. So very simple. It's not the Angular fully complex single page applications, but only one web page. So that's done. So the next thing that we have to do now will be we save it. Next thing that we have to do will be to populate our Dockerfile, and of course we need to use add some comment here. We are going to use the official NGINX image as base. So for that one here, from NGINX Alpine. Then the next thing that we have to do is, as you have seen in the first application, when we run our NGS, we had one default home page. So the web server is currently containing one default index.html. So what we have to do is to remove it. So then we have to remove the default NGX index page. So for that one, we are going to use the run and the command. The command will be the remove file. So that one under the user share NGINX HTML. Then the next thing, so here we remove everything inside our web app root. Yeah, so then the next thing that we have to do is to copy this file, this index file that we just created, and dump it inside the HTML folder in our web server. So what we have to do now will be to copy our HTML file into NGINX web directory. So for that one, it will be same like this, but with copy, source, and destination. Source will be our index.html, and the destination will be something like this, exactly where we deleted our things, but instead of star here, we are going to add index.html. So here is that, and at the end we have to expose it, our applications, expose port 80, right? So that is exposed, and the port is 80. So that is it. I hope everything is okay. Then on that one is done, we have to save it now, go back to our desktop here, and now we have to do now is to build an image. So we have to come back to the image here, and then in order to build the image, normally we use some command here in a Podman CLI. We can directly do that here from the Podman Desktop. So once we click there, we have to go here, and then inside this we click and we select that, and we select Dockerfile, and automatically everything will be populated. The container file path is there, and this is the build context directory. And then if you want, we can give any names. So we call it web app 01. So that is it. So the remaining one, we keep it as default. We keep the remaining things as default here. And then what do we have next here? So that's kept as default, and we click on build. So you can see that the building is going on. It's building. So that is successfully built. So then we already have our target image, which is created inside Podman. So here is that here, and then now. So you have it ready. So the only thing that we have to do now will be to start it. And if we start here, you are presented with this one. This is our local HT port, and the external port is 8000. So it means that our application is going to be accessible over this port 8000 here when we run it. So if you just do that, then if you go here and open the browser, and then bam, here, so you can see that our Podman here is up and it is running. So that is it for this video tutorial, and then here is how you can actually build your first web applications using Podman Desktops. And then everything is here. You can see different things it is running, and then we come here, this is the container, and then this is our applications here, which is running inside Podman. Here is the image, different images that is of our application which is created. Then and then this is NGINX Alpine, which is also downloaded and kept in our image. So yeah, that is it and for today. And then I hope that this new video has been helpful to you. You will be able to start now and try to build more advanced applications with Podman and VS Code. That's it. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.